Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at my all-time favorite ship of all time, the Star Trek Micro Machines Reliant, which is a Miranda class, and I love this thing. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe the roll bar or the fact that it's similar to the Enterprise, just a different configuration. It's a kit bash. So let's go over the mold, the paint, and then we'll be done, basically. So let's get started. Now, mold-wise, this ship has a lot going for it. And we'll start right here. We have nice paneling and lines going all the way around the dish. And then up to the secondary hull here. Real nice stuff. Now we have these sections, which a lot of games and stuff say they're weapons as well as these. Now, in the movie, these are firing the weapons. These two sections here on the roll bar. But then we also have phaser points right here, and these pieces here. So I don't know. I guess it depends on what the ship's used for. I have no clue. But anywho, we have the bridge, which is done nicely. Then we have my favorite section, the roll bar, which has a detailed photon bay with two launchers in the front and two in the back. So that's pretty cool. Speaking of the back, we have our shuttle bays, impulse engines, and then molded in here you can see the decks of the ship on the secondary hull and some decks around the saucer section. So that's really cool. I really enjoy looking at that. And by the way, these sections here, these rectangular ones, I don't know what exactly they are. I always like the design. But they are detailed very nice as well. Let me see if I could try and focus. There we go. Much better. And the detail here is astonishing. And you can also see the very good detail on the torpedo bay right here. Well, the launcher. You know what I mean. Then we come down to the pylon, which is detailed nice. We have some lines there. And then the warp nacelle. This is filled with lines. Nice molding. Very cool. And these are basically, if you took this and put it on the Enterprise, it's the same exact warp nacelle. So that's kind of neat. Again, it's a kit bash. And down here we have nice molding on the secondary hull right here. And then it turns right back into the dish that we know from the Enterprise. So this is pretty cool. Sensor pod, phasers, thrusters. It's got everything. I love this ship. Okay, the main color on the U.s.s. Reliant is this nice duck egg blue. And it goes throughout the whole ship, even in the nacelles, the pylons, the roll bar, everything. Now on top of that, we have some red. Right here, leading up to the registry, NCC 1864. We have some red on the roll bar. The delta and the red symbol on top of the torpedo bay. Red right there. Red around these rectangular sections here. Then we could turn it over this way. We have a delta and a red stripe on the side of the pylon. And underneath we have no red. Now we also have some yellow. Yellow on the phaser arrays right here. Yellow for the thrusters. And on the bottom of the ship we also have yellow for the phasers. And yellow for the thrusters as well. We also have yellow for the impulse engines right there. We also have dark gray. And that can be seen right here on top of these weapon areas. Around the bridge. And back of the bridge right here. These rectangles. On top of the roll bar. And back of the photon bay right here. The circle right there. Sides of the warp nacelles. And on the bottom of the ship in the aft section. And lastly, there is a different shade of blue. And you can see it right here on the edges of the roll bar. Right here for the shuttle bays. And on the bottom, on this circle right here, which I believe is the warp core or the power station, either one of them. I forget really. And that pretty much does it for the paint. It does have a lot going on this model. So let's measure it up and compare it to some other ships. And just like other Micro Machines ships, comes with a cool translucent stand. Just stick it in the peg hole, and you're good to go. When measuring the Reliant, she stands a little over 2.5 inches. To compare the Reliant, I have it next to the Enterprise A, which is basically the refitted Enterprise. And when they made this ship, it was a kickbash of the regular refit. So the dish is basically the same, the warp nacelles are the same, and they share a lot of common parts. But the Miranda always sticks out to me, and this is Wrath of Khan right here. The Enterprise and the Reliant, such a great movie. I recommend it to anybody. And that does it for my review of the Star Trek Micro Machines U.s.s. Reliant. I could talk about this ship for hours and hours. I really enjoy it. It's in one of my favorite movies, as I mentioned before, Wrath of Khan. It's been seen in, Star Trek 4, there's a Miranda, all throughout The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. It's even been in First Contact fighting the Borg, which was awesome. So I hope you all enjoyed my video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.